Welcome to the Mandarin, and today we're talking about the issue of public leadership in the digital era, and we're discussing that topic with Kerry Purcell, the Managing Director for IBM Australia and New Zealand. With Kerry, we're going to be exploring these challenges and what does it mean for leaders of the public sector, secretaries, director generals, senior executives, having to really think through their management of the digital change process and the opportunities that come with that. Welcome, Kerry. Kerry, you've written recently about the concept of citizen centricity, customer centricity. Why is that so important in this era of digital?
So, firstly, thanks for the opportunity to talk, Tom. It's great to be here. The data explosion, which we all talk about so much, is really, I think, driving the need from the consumer side, from the citizen side, to search for more information and have it in one place. And that data explosion is, I think, at the heart of what is driving this citizen centricity. Just as it is for you as a consumer in the private sector, as a citizen, you are demanding much more information, and it's much more accessible than it ever was before. But sorting through that is still the ongoing challenge for every federal and state government agency around the world. Australia, I think, is at the forefront of a lot of this and is really pushing the boundaries. But I mean, I think that's the key driver.
Right. And the concept of citizens in government often means that we have agencies like policy agencies and regulators, and then we have service agencies that are looking quite at customers. Different approaches?
Yeah, absolutely. So I think there's those, it's just as with our business, we have a strategy group, we have a compliance and regulatory group, but then we have our go-to-market team, so the ones who engage with citizens and clients directly. It's the same analogy, really. And it is all about building a capability, whether you're in a regulatory-driven agency or one that's compliance and strategy, or whether you are at the sharp end dealing with citizens on a daily basis. It's about building a common set of principles and capabilities and guidelines that say, actually, this is how we want to build, the single citizen experience.
Right, and it's that sort of experience that then drives the rest of the change program, is it?
Yes, absolutely. So we view it as, quite simply, as there are systems of engagement. So how government agencies engage with the citizens. There are systems of record, how you capture that data, and then there are systems of insight. And they are the sort of three major components we all need to look at when we're deciding on strategy or regulatory, or the regulatory environment, or how tactically we engage with those citizens. So everyone is now much more focused on these systems of engagement. So, and then what are the insights? So the systems of insight. What analytically can we draw to better improve that citizen experience? Just as it is for a consumer, for you and I in our day-to-day life, whether we're with our bank or insurance company, we want to have a personalised experience when we often don't go to our bank anymore, but when we're online or offline, we want a personalised engagement. We want them to understand all the different touch points that we have with them as a bank, an insurance company, an airline, and we want that to extend to our families and to our other stakeholder groups, that ecosystem.
And this empowered citizen concept, what do you mean by that?
Well, that really, just as it's the empowered consumer and the empowered citizen, we have to, as a business and as a government agency or as IBM or as any other entity, we will have to figure out how do we provide them with the right tools to make the right decisions at the right time. And obviously technology plays a much bigger part in that equation than it ever has before. It's amazing to see what technology is enabling. And it's not just obviously just IBM technology, it's the whole industry is doing some amazing things to really empower a citizen to say, actually, when I make a choice of, if I'm, for example, receiving housing benefits or social welfare benefits, when I want to buy something in that ecosystem, I have options. And I can go to one spot and I can compare accurately and quickly the best option that suits me. and probably even 2, 3, 4 years ago, that wasn't there.
Right, and it's that experience in, if you like, the more commercial area that people are expecting with government these days.
Yeah.
Yep.
And so they should, and I think at a federal and a state level, Australia is really pushing that to really catch up to that significant transformation. We see it. Look, we see it in all industries, whether it be in the banking, insurance, or industrial. But more and more, we see increasing pressure coming into all the government agencies.